Hey guys, Dan here with Battlefield Curator. And we've seen some gas prices go up. We've seen the cost of different goods and services go up. I mean, how are we going through these times? And what's happening? And how should you as a collector be prepared for recessionary times? So here's my opinion, guys. And I think that we are seeing a recession right now. I think we're going through some stagflation where we see the cost of goods and services going up, but economic growth not really going up as much or going up at all. So, what does that mean? Well, I think we have to take a look back at the pandemic. Back in the pandemic, I mean, you had this K shaped recovery. A lot of people made a lot of money, a lot of people lost a lot of money, and it got ridiculous. I think you had AMC and GameStop. You know, when those stocks like just skyrocketed to the moon, everyone's putting money into it. I think that was it was like a fault in the system. Like, okay, this is getting a little out of hand. It's getting a little ridiculous. We need to tone that back down. We need to come back to reality. How do we come back to reality? Well, I mean, what that did a lot of because people were making so much money, they quit their jobs, and that caused the labor force to come down, which caused companies to struggle. And so that means that investors were taking their money out of companies that are struggling because, hey, they can't find labor. So what does that mean for the people that are like trying to make money trading stocks all day? Well, it's easy when the stocks are going up, but when you come through these times where people are trying to trade and uh and the stocks are bouncing all over the place and they're losing money. So they get back to work and then that'll even out the system. So is a recession a really bad thing? No. It's a good way to come back to reality and bring help the American economy kind of stabilize itself. If it's too out of control, bad things can happen, and that's what we're seeing now. It's seeing high gas prices and all these other higher costs and things. And I think that we could probably it would have been different, with different political party or different economic uh, um, say actions that some of these people took. So if we had different people that took different actions, it could have been a lot different. So how do you prepare? I think the first thing you need to do is you need to anticipate. Look into how do we anticipate? Look into the future. We got to look at the past and look at what's happened before. How have how has how have some how would we recover from some of these things back then, and then how can we prepare ourselves for the next few years? When you're playing chess, you think like 5 to 10 moves ahead, right? The greatest chess players are thinking 5 to 10 moves ahead. So as a chess player, try to at least think a few moves ahead, and I think that's what you got to be doing right now, thinking a few moves ahead, and what your stance is going to be in these times. So anticipate how you can come ahead, and how could this benefit you? Think about it. So don't think about it as uh, we're just going to continue to see these things, but you don't take action. So take some action, prepare your family, talk to your spouse, prepare your spouse for some of these times, and come together. Make a plan. Number two, think about mitigating risk, adapt and overcome. So don't go out there and buy a stupid car. Don't go buy a brand new car and put yourself in more debt, because that could lead to more issues. And then you're gonna have to sell some of your collection if that happens. And people are not really buying up collectible weapons anymore as much as they used to. I mean, there's a lot of people that are, but I mean, at a really good deal, I'm sure people would. But for the most part, people aren't really trying to spend a lot of money right now. So because they're paying for gas, they're paying for rent, they're paying for cost of food that went up. So think about it that way. And how do you save up for maybe so you'll find some good deals out in there in the future. So how do you save up for that? Well, you got to have cash. Cash is king. So probably save a chunk of cash so that you can use it to invest in your favorite assets, whether it be your collectibles, whether it be stocks, whether it be real estate. set aside some cash. And that way you can take advantage of the anything that might come your way, a good deal that might come your way. Um, Another thing, number four, you probably want to find some more protective assets. You've got like gold, silver, precious metals, maybe bonds, some things that you could park your money in. That'll be a safe bet for, the next couple years or so. Because who knows how long we're going to be in in these like times, right? So, you know, try to mitigate a little bit of risk there and find those protective assets and maybe put like they say maybe put 2 to 5% in. So, um, protect your career. Number six or number five here, protecting your career. So when I say protect your career, be the best you can be at what you do. If you have a skill set at work, try to be the guy that's irreplaceable. You know, because when companies start losing money, they're going to look at, hey, who do I need to cut? Because the companies will look through the roster and say, hey, we need to cut this guy. We need to cut this guy. This guy doesn't do anything. They're going to they're going to keep the best of the people that they have to operate. So if you're at work and you don't really provide much, either find a different job that you can do better at, or try to be the best you can in whatever position you are doing, the job you're at. Also, if you have a side job, let's say you mow lawns, you better be a good mower. Let's say you do lawn care, you take care of people's lawns. They better have good looking lawns, or they're gonna cut you as your business. They're gonna say, this guy, my lawn looks like crap, and HOA is getting mad, and I'm wasting money on this guy. I'm gonna find another guy. I'm gonna find a cheaper guy. So be competitive on your side gigs. If you got a side gig or you got a business, be competitive and do a great job. Provide excellent customer service. Make sure you're hiring the right employees, so that way your business doesn't fail. So yeah. Number six here, cut out any distractions. So cut out negative people, cut out the Netflix, cut out any of the bad things that are just, if you're buying ice cream all the time, maybe cut that out. So cut out negative people. So let's say you go to work and all you guys want to do is talk about the high gas prices. Well, that's kind of stressful. So you go back home and you feel kind of stressed out because, hey, everyone's talking about high gas prices. Well, don't hang out with those people. Maybe hang out with the people that look at it as a positive thing, or people that are trying to adapt. Like, hey, I'm going to go hang out. You're hanging out with Joe, and Joe comes up with an idea like, hey, let's carpool. Hey, yeah, that's a good idea. That'll save us both money. So you guys carpool. Maybe they're like 1 week on, 1 week off, type deal. And you guys are trying to mitigate that risk, and you're looking at it as a positive thing. You're trying to benefit from it. You guys are coming together and making a plan of action. That's a positive person there, or maybe you guys are talking about putting some money into some of the oil stocks. There's all kinds of different positive people out there. You just got to go find them. So hang out with the positive people and cut out some of the negative people. And number seven, find communities. So find Facebook groups that align with your plan of action. So that way you can bounce ideas off other folks that have a similar plan that you might have. Find Facebook groups that are like stock investment groups. Find Facebook groups that are like military surplus collecting groups. That way you guys can bounce ideas off each other. You guys are all coming together. You're like, hey, I'm saving this much cash, or what are you guys doing to help with this? What are you guys foreseeing in the next year? Where are some places to get some good deals right now? People, they shout it out like, hey, I just got this from this over here, from this shop over here, and they've got a lot more of these good deals. And, that's a good way to share some of these ideas and resources, and it's pretty good. So let me know what you guys are doing. If you guys are doing anything here to help plan for the future, the short-term future here. I know we're going through some times. In a previous video, I mentioned that I was trying to look for some really rare collectibles, and I'm also still on the lookout for some good deals. Well, I'm gonna make another video soon about my deals that I've gotten so far in 2022. So stay tuned for that one. But yeah, just let me know what you guys are doing in the put in the comment section. And as always, be sure to learn history and curate history. Make it a great day.